And good morning. It is 8:45, and joining us in studio this morning from the Chaves County Extension Office, Tamara Schubert back with us. I always mess up your title. Home and something agent. What is the official title?
Family Consumer Sciences.
It's not home at all. I think it was formerly home.
It was home ec agent before, and it got changed.
I haven't made that transition in my head. It doesn't just work there. But anyway, the title may be different, but your scope of expertise is still the same.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Tamara. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good.
Good. Of course, I think this is kind of a busy time of the year for you for start of the year because this is usually that time where people start getting, to thinking about, being healthier and doing things. So folks reach out to you more, wanting to get involved with some of the opportunities through the extension office, whether it's through the diabetic cooking classes or some of the new stuff that you're kind of working into the system here now. But I think this is probably one of the busier times of the year for you as the I already botched it. I was going to say home ec agent, but you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. As a whole, the whole agent office has been extremely busy. We're full now, and so all of us are jumping.
That's right. You have a fully staffed. You got a new ag agent in.
We do.
I don't think we've met yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah.
He hit the ground running. Okay. So he's been out doing house calls and lots of stuff. So if you've got problems with plants or ag or anything else, pecan weevils, give him a call.
He's your pecan weevil expert.
He is.
He knows a lot about nuts.
And more ways than one, probably.
Oh, that's pretty good. But yes, he's in place full time. So you and Andrew don't have to go look up the answers to the questions people have. He's there to actually, have that information.
He is there, and he is great at it. So if it takes a house call or you bring in a plant in, he's got the answers for you.
Very good. And of course, if you have any questions about some of the other ag stuff, the classes, I know one of the big things you guys do is a lot with the pesticides and all that, those classes and things. If you have questions, more information about that, he'll be happy to get you information there and talk about when those are all happening. And I don't know. I know with COVID, those kind of switched to online classes versus going to a thing once a year and all that.
Some of them are online, and it just depends on whether you're applying for the first time for your application and license or renewals.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. But if you have questions about that, come and talk to the new ag agent.
Yes, sir.
Happy to. So let's talk about. I saw, like I was telling you before we went on air here. I saw an article in the paper, and it was about some of the new programs that you're implementing here since you've taken over at the extension office.
We are. So we still have our kitchen creations classes and stuff like that, but we've been working with NMSU's Cancer Research Institute there in Las Cruces. And so we are looking at some programs to do nutrition and health classes with those that may be diagnosed with cancer or recovering from cancer. So, the foods and recipes that they can do to help them through that process.
So learning about maybe like superfoods that are more beneficial to the body when you're dealing with cancer and things, I imagine. Because if you think about it, I know we as humans think, our body, we have our wants, desires, and all that. But at the end of the day, if you think of your body as a machine, and you look at it, and if something's in there or impacting the machine, you want to put things in there to help give you the strength and the ability to give your body success in fighting those same things. And obviously with cancer, you're going to be under your treatment programs and everything else, but there's certain foods and things could probably help with recovery time from chemo to just giving your body more antibodies and things that'll help along with your treatment, keep the cancer at bay. So there's a lot of, and religious, not religious, there's a lot of natural foods and things out there that God put out here that really do help us with some of these health issues and get a chance to learn about this stuff. And who knows, that could be that difference between beating cancer and losing to cancer.
Well, and they also have some cancer prevention stuff too. Foods and stuff, if you've
stuff
got
to
risk,
avoid to getting if you're a risk or something to help reduce that risk.
Right.
Gotcha. Very good. Because I imagine, and I don't know enough to know about any of this science stuff. Hence, I'm a dumb DJ. But I would imagine, when you talk about certain foods, like they always say avocados are superfoods, but really there's a lot of beneficial things in there that really help promote your body doing good things. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're looking at on some of that stuff. So if you're obviously if you're planning to have cancer, you're probably not going to talk. Usually people that are already diagnosed are going to talk to you about this, but in essence, if this is something your family's going through or have a history of, maybe a call to Tamara here and saying, you know what, maybe we should look into some of this stuff, especially if you have a family history of cancer, and you can do some of the preventative side. That could be a saving grace for some folks.
Right. And so if they're interested in any of that programming, give us a call. Okay. Let's see what we can get set up. It's a new one, so I don't have specific dates set up right now.
Okay.
But if they're interested in it, give us a call.
Sure. You're kind of gathering interest and gathering demand, which we know is out there. It's just getting the word out to people that it's available.
Yes, sir.
What about with the diabetic classes and all that stuff?
So that one is scheduled for March for Tuesdays. So if they're interested, they can register right now.
Okay, now's the time to do that, too. Yeah. Don't wait till March. Do it now.
Yes. So call the office, or they can do it online, either or, and we'll get their information. Then as we get closer, we'll send them some information.
Okay. I also know one of the other things that you guys have done in the past was kind of the support group with I don't think it's necessarily diabetes, or maybe it is, but it's more about weight loss and everything, where you have the group that's kind of there for a year, and they support group, and they check in with you. Is that still happening?
So a couple of other things that we've got going on is we do have a Strong Women, Strong Bones class.
Okay.
So it is exercise based.
Okay.
We have 2 of those going on in the community right now. And then our ICANN educator, which is Ideas for Cooking and Nutrition. Mm-hmm. So we have a full-time educator in the office.
Okay.
And so she's got a program coming up next month that's called Eat Smart, Live Strong.
Okay.
So it's geared towards our older populations, but it ties exercise in with nutrition to give them the things that they need to work on their balance or their stability and things like that.
Yeah. So it gives you workouts that obviously aren't set to try to sculpt the guns and all that stuff, but to strengthen your core, to keep your motor skills active, and so it's
prevent falls, things like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the more movement you do, the more stretching you do, the more and stuff like that, the better your body's going to handle, and less times you trip over things, bump over things, or just navigate things differently.
Right.
It doesn't hurt so much when you go up the steps and things like that. So these are great. Please reach out, and that's a great thing about this. We're in our community. This stuff's all available to you. Information's free. Some of the classes and stuff are very affordable, limited cost type things. So, and some free to boot. It just depends on what you sign up for and what you do.
Right. Those 2 programs right there, the Eat Smart, Live Strong, and the Kitchen Creations, both of those are free to the ones in the community.
So if you have a need there, please, but sign up early.
Yes.
That's the key. These classes do tend to fill up pretty quick because, well, there's a lot of folks that could use some advice and some help out there. So, be proactive and get it done maybe this week or next, and that way you're locked in, you're ready to go when these classes start coming around here in the spring. So, good deal. Any 4-H stuff we want to? I know Andrew's not here, but anything on the 4-H side we want to?
Enrollment's still open until March.
Okay.
We've already kicked off with some 4-H programming and stuff. So the quilting kids are having classes this month, along with the sewing kids and knitting. So that has kicked off, and Andrea's got some programs scheduled next month as well. Shooting, sports safety classes have already started as well. So get those enrollments in.
Very good. Yeah. And that's the beauty of 4-H. And I say this every time Andrea's here. Most people think of farming and ranching, and sure, that is very much at the heart of 4-H, but there is so much more to 4-H than showing animals and farming and ranching. Like you said, shooting, sports, computers. I mean, there are so many different paths you could take through 4-H, and none of them have to do with a farm or a ranch or an animal. And so if that's not your thing, I mean, animals and stuff, you can still be a part of 4-H and get valuable skills, especially for if you plan on going to college someday. And, regardless of what career field you pursue, there's a lot of just offset skill sets that will serve you well in life. That, like you guys do parliamentary procedure, things like that. These are, you don't use those on a daily basis, but there's going to be a time in your life that you're going to need you're going to need this stuff, and it sure comes in handy when you have it.
That's right. In fact, we've got a group of kids headed this weekend to a leadership conference.
Okay, good deal. So they're going to be going, and do they do debating different topics and things? What do they do when they do some of these?
So the leadership conference, they have a section of 8 workshops that they can do.
Okay.
This one happens to be at the University, New Mexico State. And so they'll have some classes that are put on by their professors and stuff as well.
Okay.
But we have a great new project that's actually coming out of New Mexico State called Aggie Next Step.
Okay.
And it's available for kids in the 8th grade on up.
Okay.
And it prepares them for some of those skills that they need to enter the workforce.
Okay.
Lets them explore some careers through New Mexico State University as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's where I think 4-H and really the whole extension office as a whole can help really anybody with is sometimes we don't learn skill sets that you just need every day. You know what I mean? You don't get exposed to it, so you don't really know about it. And like I think of just like adults nowadays and things, and technology's changed some of this, but like, growing up, you were taught how to write a check and how to, just basic day-to-day things. And I think the 4-H and the extension office, they do an amazing job of just reminding folks, no, this is how, this is how we normally do these things. And even though you weren't exposed to it or it's not familiar to you, now we can bring that. So like you say, those life skills, and, you think, I've never been learning about how to balance a checkbook or balance a bank account or anything like that. And some parents are very meticulous about teaching. Others are like, I'm no better than you are at this stuff, So to have that opportunity for people to learn those things. And then again, that's those differences between success and failure. If you got the vision and got the desire to do it, but you don't have the actual knowledge of the way to do these things, then that could be that stopping point for somebody.
That's when you give us a call.
And then you call the extension office. I know I'm getting a little windbaggy on this, but I do want to, realize these are great opportunities for folks, and think about it. If you're looking at your life and saying, I'm not happy about this or this, do something about it. There's lots of resources to help you do it. The extension office is one of those.
Yes, sir.
So reach out. And
Absolutely.
Of course, like you said, if you got work-related ag, why is this nut this color, or what's going on here, or these weevil leavings? What do we got going on here? Pecan weevil leaving, and the ag, they got you covered.
We do.
Good deal. Is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to share other than we got to give the contact information? But is there any events or programs or anything we didn't get a chance to talk about?
I don't think so.
Okay. Now, if you want to talk to somebody, anything we just talked about, whether it's 4-H or ag stuff or home economics related signups here, don't hesitate to come by or call the extension office.
Absolutely.
What's the phone number over there?
622-3210.
Yep, and it's I never remember the exact address. It's on Chisholm there.
200, suite number 4.
Yeah, East Chisholm, I believe, suite 4. And of course, don't forget the Chaves County Extension Office is through New Mexico State University. So on social media, all of it's all through New Mexico State. But if you type in Chaves County Extension Office, any of those in the search, you'll find all the Facebooks and social media stuff through there. A lot of it through
Correct.
Facebook there.
Yes, sir.
But do you guys do like the Twitter and all that too, or is it mostly Facebook?
Andrea's got a 4-H Instagram page, so they can find us on there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then our regular websites through NMSU.
Okay, so if you're an Instagrammer and you want to learn more about 4-H, go like and follow that page. I guess that's how you do it on Instagram. I'm not really up to past Facebook and little Twitter. I'm kind of dumb after that. I actually have an Instagram account. I couldn't get into it even if I tried right now. I just know I have one, and there's probably a picture from 10 years ago on there somewhere. But yeah, it's there. Well, Tamara, thank you very much for visiting, as always. And
Thank you.
If we need more time, or if you need something, as we get to some of these classes and stuff, and it doesn't really work within our schedule here, and you want to come on and get the word out about it, let us know, and we'll be happy to
Absolutely.
make
Thank
that
you.
happen. Awesome.